Hi guys! Welcome to my channel. It's me, Erica. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. The title of our story for today is Does Mama Have a Crystal Ball? Story by Segundo D. Matias Jr. Illustrations by Dominique Agsaway and published by Lampara Books. Kuya Diego says he thinks Mama has a crystal ball where she sees things that haven't happened yet. Everything she says come true, and a fortune teller sees things that haven't happened yet inside a crystal ball. That is what Kuya keeps telling me. Could Mama really be a fortune teller? I sneak inside Mama's room one day. I saw her put away a black box inside the closet. She even turned the lock on the closet. Could it be where Mama's crystal ball is, the one Kuya told me about? Gee, I think he might be right. She told me once, Paula, don't get on your brother's bicycle, alright? You could hurt yourself. But I wanted to have my own way. I saw what a good time Kuya Diego always had every time he rode his bicycle. It looked like such a lot of fun. But when I got on it, I couldn't even reach the pedals. I hadn't even gotten the bicycle to move when I toppled over. I hurt myself. Ouch! What did I tell you? Please listen to me next time, alright? Mama told me. Paula-san, it might rain, so take your raincoat with you. Mama told me one time, but I didn't bring the raincoat. The sun was blazing hot. How could it possibly rain? But Mama turned out to be right. When I got out of school, it rained. I ended up catching fever. But wait a minute. How did she know it was going to rain? Could Mama really be a fortune teller? Did she really have a crystal ball? So I crept into my mother's room again one night. I saw her putting away the black box inside the closet once more. Could she really be hiding a crystal ball in it? Paolo, be careful when you play. Don't you ever try climbing up a tree, or you might end up with a sprain. Mama firmly reminded me when she saw us playing in the backyard with our cousin Robert. But when Robert climbed up the sampalok tree, I saw how much fun he was having. I wanted to climb up too, but what was I supposed to do? Mama had told me not to climb trees. Come on, Paolo. It's beautiful up here. Look! My cousin was up on a high branch and he was shaking it so it looked as if he was flying. Paolo, come and take a look. There are so many birds' nests up in the tree. And I can see the whole barrio, the whole sweep of the fields and the river. I walked closer to the sampalok tree. I stared hard at its stout trunk. Should I climb up or not? Paolo, don't you ever go climbing up trees or you might. I threw my arms around the stout sampalok tree. I disobeyed Mama's instructions. I carefully lifted one foot to start climbing up the tree. Then I grabbed hold of a branch. Hey, I was actually climbing. I went up even higher and reached for another branch. I was getting closer to Robert. I tried looking back down at the ground. Wow! That made me dizzy. I had climbed up so high already. I had to squeeze my eyes shut. After some time, I slowly opened my eyes again and continued to climb. And sure enough, I was beginning to catch a glimpse of the fields. I even saw a bird's nest with three little baby birds in it. They were up on one of the branches. Just a bit more, and I would get a view of the whole barrio. But I was horrified when the branch I was standing on suddenly snapped. The next thing I knew, I was falling. I tried to grab hold of another branch, but I fell straight to the ground and then I lost consciousness. When I woke up, I was already in the hospital. My mother was crying. I tried to move one of my feet, but I saw that it was wrapped in bandages and put in a cast. My head was also wrapped in bandage. Didn't I tell you, Anak, not to go climbing trees? Now, look at what's happened. The doctor says you won't be able to play for a few months. My head and my feet hurt so much that I cried. Mama gently wiped my tears away. Never mind, Anak. Just do what the doctor tells you, and you'll soon be better. I thought to myself, if I only had obeyed Mama's instructions, I wouldn't have fallen from the tree. And then I wondered, could Kuya Jacob be right? Did Mama really have a crystal ball? I really wanted to find out how Mama knew about everything that was going to happen. And so, after a month, when I was well again, I crept back into her room one more time. But Mama saw me. My mother sat down on the bed. Is there something you want, Anak? Mama, is there a crystal ball inside that black box? How do you always know what's going to happen to me? How does everything you say always come true? How? I hadn't even finished asking the question when Mama wrapped her arms around me. She carefully opened the black box. She took out a large notebook from inside it. I noted the plastic leaves of the notebook. There were papers inserted in the leaves. The first sheet of paper showed the imprints of two tiny feet. These are the imprints of your feet when you were born. Mama turned to another page of the notebook. And this is your birth certificate. Here is a picture of you when you were born. Here is when you first learned to crawl. And here is when you first learned to walk. She showed me pictures from my first birthday up to my most recent one. There were pictures of me blowing out the candles on my birthday cake. She also kept even the medals I was awarded in school inside the notebook. She brought out another notebook. This is your Kuya Jegos It's where I also keep pictures of him starting from the day he was born. Mama, are you a fortune teller? Kuya says you can predict everything that's going to happen to us because you have a crystal ball. I thought you were keeping your crystal ball inside the black box. My mother laughed. No, no, no. I'm not a fortune teller. I just know what's best for you because I brought you into this world and I brought you up. I will never let you come to any harm because you are my children. And I love you so very much. Mama hugged me very tight. I could feel her heart beating against mine. I could really feel how much she really loved me. And so, from then on, I began listening to everything she told me. I began paying attention to her advice because I love my mother. And that's the end of the story about Does Mama have a crystal ball? Always remember that mothers knows best. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Sure, Erika. Until next time.